What's up?
Hey, 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 you looking fresh over there?
Yeah, you know how to get it.
You looking good.
Thank you.
We're gonna wait for some more people to get on. It's just 7 o'clock on the nose.
Okay.
All right, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get started.
Oh,
We are going to discuss today. What are we going to discuss, Brian?
so we're going to talk about how to find some good deals in today's market, in a market where right now finding a good deal is hard to come by. So, you want me to go ahead and get started?
Yeah, you could go ahead and start off. I'll jump in. I'm a little out of it today.
Nah, you get it. So, I really wanted just to start off. I wanted to update everybody on the real estate market, really where we're at right now, and what I mean the country. Right now, I think everyone is aware it's a very strong seller's market. Probably wherever you live, it's a strong seller's market, and the reason that the market is so swayed to sellers right now is because it's just a lack of inventory right now. Low inventory. People have not been able to, a lot of people aren't selling right now because of COVID. They don't want people in their homes. There's been a foreclosure moratorium. So foreclosures really haven't been coming by the way they used to. I think there's going to be some pent up demand there, a large supply in the future. But right now, inventory is low. And when you have low inventory and you have a lot of, actually another thing is going on right now is interest rates are extremely low. So you have a lot of buyers who are trying to buy right now because interest rates are so low. So you have low supply, high demand, and interest rates are low, so even more demand, which is driving up prices. So that's just normal economics. When you have low supply and high demand, prices increase. So that's why you see people spending probably unnormal numbers for homes that normally people wouldn't pay that much for. So that's really why there's so many deals hard to find right now, because there's not a lot of inventory. And then those who are selling, they want to get everything for their property. In some cases, they want to get a little too much for their property. So deals are very hard to come by. And Nicole, you would agree, right?
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what you said, for example, we have a short sale that we're working on. We have been working on this short sale since earlier last year. We had it priced at $425, but because the appraisal expired, they had to reappraise the property. The property came in at $525, it was about $90,000 more than it was not even a whole year ago. So the market is sick right now. So,
yeah,
the property values are definitely going up. I mean, almost $100,000 within 11 months, like unheard of.
Yeah. So, we say all of that to say this. If you are trying to be a real estate investor, whether you're flipping houses, whether you're wholesaling, whether you're trying to be a landlord and you're trying to find a good deal so that you can get a property and rent it out so that you're making good money every month, it's difficult right now. So that's why it's so important that you find a strategic way to market. Find a way to market to people so you're not just doing random general marketing. If we go back 10 years ago when I got into real estate, the normal forms of marketing, which are pretty much outdated right now, are bandit signs. And if you don't know what a bandit sign is, just drive down any block near your home and go to a light pole and you'll see "We Buy Houses" signs. Those are bandit signs. So that is one old school way of marketing. You have direct mail, so people sending out postcards and mail. Also, you have having a website and doing Google ads and search engine optimization. Door knocking. These are all old school ways of marketing, which are fine. Don't. I'm not trying to knock those ways of marketing. But what I'm saying is those forms of marketing were good 10 years ago when the market wasn't as hot as it is now and there wasn't so much competition. Now you have to be super strategic with your marketing today, in today's market. You have to be very strategic with your marketing, because you can spend a lot of money and waste a lot of time doing old school ways of marketing, and you're not going to get many deals, or you find out that you have 10 other people fighting over the same deal.
And
So,
and I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
No,
And
go
in
ahead.
this lifetime, it's about working smarter, not harder, right?
Absolutely.
And we have so many things at our fingertips now, and that's how we get a lot of our deals. Laptop, phone. I mean, deals are right at our fingertips. By us using the systems that we use. So, like Vernon said, there's nothing wrong with doing those things, but why work hard when you can work smart?
Exactly. So really what you want to focus on, if you're trying to find deals, you want to focus on homeowners who have a high motivation to sell their home. And, what do those homeowners look like? Those homeowners are in some type of pain, right? They have some type of pain to why they need to sell a home, and that selling that home is going to solve their problems. Like, for example, a homeowner who is going through pre-foreclosure. They're about to lose their home. If you don't know what pre-foreclosure is, that means you are behind on your payments. You're paying the mortgage company. You haven't been paying them. And they are sending you notices of default, and they're about to foreclose on you. When you foreclose on a home, all the equity you have is gone. So if you owe $100,000 on a property and it's worth $200,000 and you foreclose on it, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of homeowners need to sell their home before they foreclose on it, which is called pre-foreclosure, so that they can at least hold on to the equity that they have. Another motivated seller would be someone who has a lien on their property. That means they owe somebody some money and they put a lien on their property, whether it's the government, whether it's a contractor, maybe it's the state, maybe you owe them taxes and they put a lien on your property. They may have motivation to sell. I'm trying to read some of the comments. But with liens, that may not always be a guaranteed client that may need to sell, but maybe you want to dig a little bit deeper. Maybe you want to focus on homeowners who have a secondary property that has a lien on it. That means they have another property, they don't live in it. Someone has put a lien on it, so they owe someone money. Selling that property may be their answer to that problem. And also keep in mind, if it's a tax lien or the state has put a lien on your property, that's another property that you may lose if the state decides to foreclose on you to pay back that lien. So that's something you want to keep in mind too. Nicole, what are some other people that have motivation? Stressed out landlords?
Stressed out landlords. Right now, landlords are really, really stressed. I mean, the pandemic, people are losing their jobs. They can't pay their rent. And landlords, they still have to run a business. That's still their business. So despite what's going on, they still have to take action and get these tenants out of their property. They may be in a position where they can't afford the mortgage, so they're dependent on the tenant. So instead of me going into foreclosure as a landlord, I'm going to sell my property.
Exactly. And then also, Nicole, even on top of that, landlords that have a property, maybe it's vacant, and they're trying to rent it out, and for whatever reason, they can't rent the property out. Let's say it needs work and they don't have the money to fix it up, so they're just trying to rent it out for whatever they can get, but nobody wants to rent it out. It's been on the market for 90 days or 120 days and nobody's willing to rent that property out. Those people have motivation too, because they have a mortgage they may still be paying, or they have taxes that they're still paying on that property. Also, vacant houses too. Houses that are vacant, so you're still paying taxes on it, but it's not bringing in any money.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times a vacant house, not only is it a stress point because you're paying the taxes, it's also a risk to you because somebody may break in. You have squatters that may come in, do damage to the property. So the point is, there are a lot of reasons why somebody may be heavily motivated to sell their home. You just need to be the person right there ready to buy it when they're ready to sell.
Hold on for 1 second, Vernon. I see some of you guys are asking questions. Let's hold the questions until the end because it's going to be hard for us to answer them while we're having, a discussion. So just hold them until the end, please.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about? Homeowners that have motivation. So that's really what you want to focus on. You want to work smarter, not harder. The older traditional ways of marketing, 10 years ago, marketing to high equity homeowners, absentee owners, putting out bandit signs, doing a blanket list of marketing of direct mail postcards to homeowners. These are all old school ways, but you want to focus on homeowners that have the motivation. And that's why we came live today, because we want to share with you all a free, I'm sorry, not free. Ooh, that was close. Almost free, almost free, though, but much cheaper than all the other traditional forms of marketing. And you want to focus on finding these homeowners. So, Nicole, let's go ahead and share with them the tool we use to find these homeowners. And the tool we use is called 400kproperties.com. Nicole, can you write that down? And is there a way we can write it?
I can put it in the comments, yes.
Okay. Now, 400kproperties.com is powered by PropStream. So if you're not familiar with PropStream, the tool that we just shared with you, 400kproperties.com, is a national database with all public record homeowner information. This is so much better than the MLS, right? If you've ever spoken to a realtor, they talk about the MLS. This is like the MLS on steroids. It has not only, if you look up a property, not only can you see the homeowner's name and address, you can see their mailing address. You can see also if the property is vacant. You can see if the homeowner is in pre-foreclosure. You can see if there's a lien on the property. You can even see if the homeowner has gone through a bankruptcy.
Yep.
So,
and you can also see how much they owe on the property as well. Did you say that already?
I don't think I did.
Yeah, you can also see how much they owe on the property too.
Yeah. So you can see the mortgage amount. So you can see how much equity they have. And then you can see what the property is worth based on sales comparables. They automatically generate that. It's so much information that you can get from using that tool. And the tool is only $97 a month, right? And if you go through 400kproperties.com, if you sign up through there, you actually get a 7 days free, or maybe 14 days. I can't remember which one it is, but you get free period to play around with the tool. There's plenty of videos that show you how to use the tool. But Nicole and I use it to build our marketing lists. So when you create your marketing list, you can create a marketing list of all the homes in any zip code that are vacant. And not only vacant, you can do vacant with high equity that have a lien on it. So you can get very narrow to who you're trying to market to. Mm-hmm. And when you pull these lists, you get all the information that PropStream has for every single customer on that list. So if you wanted to create a pre-foreclosure list in your zip code, you can use 400kproperties.com and generate that list, and you can download that list. And when you download that list, it gives you all their personal information. It doesn't give you their cell phone, but if you're familiar with what skip tracing is, you can skip trace that information and get their contact information, their phone numbers. You already have their mailing address. You already have that from the website. So you can get their name, mailing address. If you just want to send mailers, that's all the information you need. But if you want to call or send text messages, then you can skip trace these customers or these leads. Really, that's what they are, they're leads. Mm-hmm. You can skip trace these leads and get their contact information, and you can get in contact with them. It's like shooting fish in a barrel versus shooting fish in the ocean, right? Mm-hmm. That's what this tool does for you.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, it is. It really is. There's a website called listsource.com. It's old school, right? I learned about that website probably 10 years ago. And that website, you can do the same thing, kind of, not fully. But the thing is, you have to pay for every single list that you create. And those lists could be hundreds of dollars. Mm-hmm. But with 400kproperties.com and PropStream, you can, once you just pay for the monthly fee, you can create as many lists as you want. So understand that this is a game changer. It really is. This is something that once Nicole and I found out about it, it was like, and we found out about it a while ago. But when we found out about it, we hit the ground running.
How
So
about we found out about it after we done invested about $25,000 in mentorship. So
yeah,
we're giving you this without you guys having to pay anything.
exactly. Right. You're welcome.
And not only that, Vernon, what about cash buyers?
Oh, so you can do the same thing there. So the website
Mhm.
also shows you who has bought a property for cash in any zip code. So you can look up a zip code. Once you get a deal, you can look up a zip code and get a list of buyers and you get the property address and the name, and you can skip trace them as well. And that'll be a list of buyers that are buying properties cash in that same zip code. So you can not only find leads on this website, you can also find cash buyers. So there's and another thing, if there's any realtors out there that are watching right now, Nicole, is this not a game changer for realtors? And this is something realtors aren't even aware of for the
They're
most
not
part.
aware of it. They are
Yeah.
not aware of it. Like, if you are a realtor, you definitely need to get this membership.
Yes, most definitely. Because the thing is, if you're a realtor and you're marketing, doing regular marketing, you're sending out direct mail, you're sending out letters, you're advertising on Zillow. Oh my God, yeah, that's a lot of money right there.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But if you are using that as a realtor, it's the same thing. You're just approaching these people with a different conversation. As opposed to you buying the property like an investor would, you're reaching out to them to see if they're interested in your services so that you can get a listing. So, this isn't just particularly for investors. This is a tool for anybody who's in real estate, because realtors, they spend all their time on the MLS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most of them aren't even aware of this tool, and this tool allows them to laser focus their marketing as well. So
yeah, absolutely, it's absolutely a game changer. And like I said, it costs us a lot of money to even get this small piece of information that changed our lives, and we are definitely, about giving back, and we're passing it on to you guys. Well, some of you know Vernon and I, some of you don't, but we're not the type to withhold information. We want to see everybody win.
yeah,
It's more of us than it is of them. And what I mean by that is more of us who want it, and who's willing to work for it, versus people who already had it, or, kind of, it was inherited to them.
yeah,
Wealth. But it's like I said, it's more of us than it is of them. And we are here to, put this knowledge on you guys. We were taught, so we're paying it forward, and we're teaching you guys. What you do with it is up to you, but I definitely recommend you take advantage of it.
most definitely. And if you aren't, like I said, if you aren't familiar with PropStream, our link to PropStream 400K property is actually in the bottom. You can see it.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with it, then this is a good shameless plug. Our real estate course, and that's another thing we need to talk about as well. Our real estate course walks you through how to use this tool to market to sellers.
Mm-hmm.
It shows you step by step how to build your list, how to identify the list, how to build it, how to extract it, how to skip trace it, how to contact these people with the scripts that we use, the same contracts to get them under contract, and then the same process to find buyers and close on deals.
Yeah.
So that's one thing about our course. It breaks down this whole tool and how to use it, and it's really a no BS course. It shows you exactly how to do deals in today's market. And the price is Nicole, tell them what the price is and what it's going to be coming soon.
So as of right now, up until February 1, the price is $97. Starting February 1st, it's going to go up to $497. So if you have not joined, I definitely recommend you join now. It's 400kblueprint.com. I'll put that in the comments as well. It's only $97. You guys blow $97 on stuff you can't even remember. So, so definitely take advantage of it. The link is in my bio. I will also put it in the comments, because effective February the 1st, the price will be going up to $500, and it's valued at $1,500. So definitely go and take advantage of it.
And that's the. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I mean, we are teaching you everything from A to Z. We have some of our students on here right now. If she can chime in, if Camilla's still on here. We talk every so often. She talks about how much she appreciates the course, how, we explain everything to a T. We make it clear, and we're not leaving anything out. We're not those people who give you just enough so you have to come back to us. We're giving you everything, the blueprint, literally.
Yeah. So that's really what we came on here to talk about. Now, I guess you want to open it up to questions.
So yeah, as we said, we will be doing this every first and third Thursday of the month. So we will see you guys in 2 weeks. If you have any questions, please feel free to DM either Vernon or myself. We will be more than happy to respond to you guys. We do respond to DMs. So, all right, it was great talking to you guys. Later. Good night.